Here we go. Black 80!
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 55 to Mike. Watch the screen.
21.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Here we go.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
13.
Check three. Blue draw Corker.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 31, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert!
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Garoppolo now. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Bravo.
Watch the curls, watch the curls. Mike's 54.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 50. Check, Mike. 50. Hey, 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Roethlisberger, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Ahkello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Jack 16.
Right there. 54, right there.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
98 for Mike. I'm coming.
11. Get hot.
They run with Breida, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 21. General West.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On 1st and 10 is counter, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. September 24th, that was the date that Nick Vanette was picked up from Seattle. And the emergence of Will Dissly made him expendable with the Seahawks. Plus, Vance McDonald has been banged up early, so you will see a lot of Vanette going forward. Conner on 1st down going to be stopped up as he'll lose about 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger, the linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, watch that.
Hey, let go.
54.
You don't know no better.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's set a tone. Alert. Set a tone.
Right there.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Come on, baby. Woo! 36.
Easy.
On third down, it's Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
A little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
21.
This is Breida. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the 44, Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
11, man.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there.
Hey, box truck. 24.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Black and burn.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 52.
Alert, alert.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Right back to Connor here on first. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
230.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger complete. It's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Connor on the toss play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Again, a run with Connor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They'll run here with Connor, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. You know, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Niners' 35-yard line.
54. 5. I got you. Slack it down.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Roethlisberger will throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air.
Here we go, here we go.
But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. On the handoff, this is Breida. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's second down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now a give to Breida. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyson Alualu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Steelers first down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Hey, wahoo!
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tackles.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Garoppolo now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Black 5.
Check.
50.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. All day.
Hey, exit.
Just like that.
Go, Mike.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts, and if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. Here comes the 49 as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go that bench, Luis. Go. Hey, I-7.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.